day one, because civil engineering is something like very practical compared to other engineering. We can lively see all cements and the building. Like other engineerings and all, we need to imagine and you have to write the coding, whatever may be. This I was feeling like civil engineering would be the best for us to understand and study. So I have selected civil engineering. In fact, I got very good score in exams because I have a very good background, mathematics background. I was easily getting the seat. Then I started studying engineering. That was the reason I have got selected in engineering.
At Avatar, we have a non-profit arm called the Avatar Human Capital Trust, and we have two programs running in it. One is called the Project Putri, which is for girls studying in government and corporation schools, and Mitra. Mitra means men impacting trust and respect, again for children studying in across schools. So under Project Putri, we have what we do with them is we develop and build career intentionality for girl children studying from class 9th to 12th. So we with the help of the teachers that are there in schools, we identify the girl children with potential, like you just spoke about your story. We identify the potential and we provide them with these technical and soft skills. So there are about 40 skills that we talk to them about, we provide them training in. So typically Project Putri works on three pivotal model. We talk about mentoring, coaching and role modeling. So you just spoke about your mentor, who was your headmaster perhaps, and also the coach in your case, right? So now looking at the third pillar, who was your role model then?
My role model was my mother.
We are losing.
See, education wise, no, I
Sorry,
was
we lost you. Who was your role model? We lost you there.
my role model was my mother.
Oh, okay. Okay. Lovely.
Yeah, she is very, how to tell, I was admiring from her from day one. We were
Mm-hmm.
five kids and
Uh-huh.
single. My father was the only person who was earning the budgeting, estimating, everything I learned from my mother. Within his salary, how she was ensuring that all five kids is getting fulfilled. All our requirements she was fulfilling with the money, whatever my father gives. So I was admiring her, the way he was running our family from childhood days, even today. So she was my role model. Whatever may be the situation, she was facing it. And she was having three daughters and two sons. With one income, she ensured that all are getting educated. And in fact, she brought up us in a way that we can live in this society independently. And everything I learned from her. She's my role model.
That's incredible. That's really incredible. So I want to come back to the facility that you spoke about at the beginning. So if you can talk more about what the facility is, and what is the focus, and what is the objective behind it, and all of that, it'll be good.
Um, Here, facilities, so yeah, as I told previously
Mm,
in LNT, they give facilities
mm,
to the women employees. They recognize not only women employees, whoever has talent, they will be recognized. Now, particularly, they are giving good positions and big post to women employees. Also, they are believing women employees and they believe that they can also they will perform. They are believing that women employee will perform. um, then facilities in terms nowadays, like BU had, SPG had big positions, general manager. Women
mm,
are there in LNT, in all other ICs also. If you see at site facilities, I can cover like this. At site, we are running this project. I have 20 employees at site. We are giving complete facilities to women. Like for them, we are giving accommodation. Whoever works at site, family employees, we are giving family accommodations. Rent will be paid by the management. And bachelors, we are having like guest house. We'll be renting a house, and for them we'll be giving food, accommodations, everything will be ensuring. Apart from that,
mm,
conveyance facility will be there. We'll be giving
mm,
them Wi-Fi facilities.
mm.
And
No, I also wanted to understand the construction that is going on where you are spearheading, Kanaka, if you can speak more about it. I gave a very brief introduction about the number of office seating and with an audience and everything. If you can give us more details about it and what is the purpose of this building and how do you envision that?
This building purpose is for L&T own purpose. We are constructing this particular building. This building is located in Chennai, Manapakkam, inside our head office campus. Here, as I told earlier, 5,000 employees can be occupied. This is for our own purpose. L&T employees are going to occupy this building. Here, again, I have already captured the features what all are there in this building. This building, special of this building is this is the first project which we are doing with the majority of women strength. This is the
Oh,
first project.
okay.
If you see
Okay.
other L&T projects, there only 5 to 10% of women employees will be there. Here, 50% of women employees are working. In other L&T projects, maximum 5 to 10%. If you see in terms of number, 2 to 3 employees will be there at site. Here, majorities of women employees are working,
Okay.
and
Okay.
here we have very tough targets. We need to hand over this building by June end. So all are working
Of
towards
this
the
year,
same.
June
24 June.
2024, yes.
Yes, yes, this project to be handed over by June 2024.
Okay.
And so like in other stuff we are doing structure. Pre-basement ground for second is completed, and parallelly we are taking up all other MEP finishes activities. Facade work, mock-up work is going on. Hmm.
How many similar projects have you ran, Kanaka, before this?
See, this is my fourth project. Almost three projects I have completed. My majority of my experience was in Bangalore.
Okay.
There, one project mixed use development. We have done it for RMJ Galleria. There we had mall, office, hotel, and four towers of residential, 322 flats.
Okay.
That was the first project. It was 4 years project, a very big project. Then second, I was doing SAP Lab, which was located at Whitefield, Bangalore. There
Mm-hmm.
we have done one MLCP and office building.
Mm-hmm.
MLCP is nothing but multi-level car parking.
Okay.
Then I have done our own other division building, reality division, L&T Tech Park.
Okay.
There
Okay.
also two towers completely for office purpose. This is
Okay.
also this is both project. We are doing it for our employees
Okay.
purpose, office building, and this is 500 crore project as I have already informed to you.
Okay. 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 Tell me something. What has been your learnings from your previous projects that you have handled? Have you been able to pick those learnings and put them in practical application in the next projects that you have handled? Has there been any one biggest awakening for you and you felt, okay, this is something that I have to do it here? And the mother, if you have something like that, can you share
Yes,
any
yes.
of those experiences?
Yes, when I was working in Bangalore, there we had our main backbone is workman.
Uh-huh.
Construction activities, our backbone is workman. In
Uh-huh.
my previous project, we had issues with the workman. We bring different workmen from different locations like West Bengal, Jharkhand,
Uh-huh.
Bihar. They will be coming and working with us. When they work, they'll be working, and suddenly, if any festival comes, suddenly they'll be moving to their place. That time, we will have a big gap, and the progress will get affected, and will be incurring more cost. A lot of issues will be there. So that was the big lesson. So then I decided we should give it to the one big contractor. Like they'll be like they will do everything. We have major activities in structure, shuttering, reinforcement, concrete. These three
Mm-hmm.
activities, if we give to single contractor,
Mm-hmm.
and somehow they will balance, and they ensure that they'll be available at site. So they take that risk of bringing, if any workman goes from the site, they ensure that new workmen are reaching at site. So if we
Mm-hmm.
give to major contractors instead of going to small, too many contractors, if we go to major contractors, two or three, and our progress will not get affected. That was the
Mm-hmm.
main learning. So our construction activities, my big backbone is our workman. So if they are set, progress will move as per our target. As we planned, it will happen. So
Okay,
that was
okay.
a big lesson here. I implemented. I brought one big contractor,
Mm-hmm.
and they are at site. They take ensures that workmen are available as per our requirement. Even some location like Jharkhand people are moving, they bring workmen from other location, West Bengal or Bihar, Delhi. That they takes care. Nowadays,
Okay,
big task is bringing workmen,
okay.
ensuring that they are staying with us. So nearby,
Mm.
lot of construction activities are going on. They try to move, even if there is small increment, they will try to move and they will. We need to
Okay.
retain them. That is our big challenge.
So how do you retain them? I mean, what do you do differently to retain them then?
That is what here we introduced some bonus system. Like
Okay.
if you complete this much
Mm,
number of
mm,
floors within this much duration, you'll be getting extra bonus apart from your regular payment. So we have
mm-hmm.
bonus system we have implemented. Then it is working out definitely, and their performance is improved after giving this bonus system. And
Mm,
we also give the refer other projects. Like we are doing a lot of other projects. We refer them.
okay.
They will be getting. They are ensured that they are getting continuous project. Their job is ensured. After completing
Okay.
this project, they will be getting next project.
Okay.
Their project
Okay.
is ensured.
Okay.
And we should ensure timely payment to them. Like
Okay.
here nowadays, workmen, no, should pay them on time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If we make payment on time, definitely they will be with us. If
Mm,
timely payment and if we give some incentive, they'll be impressed. In construction activities, retaining workmen is a big task. Handling them, convincing them, ensuring that they are working with us and giving facilities to them. Like we have our separate labor colony. For them, we have separate accommodation. There we need to ensure we have separate person to monitor their facilities like power, water, all other arrangements, cot, bed, fan, everything we should ensure timely. Handling some 500 labor in single location, it is a big task. Should
I know, I
ensure that
know.
all are happy and for them
Correct.
separate place for cooking, kitchen facilities,
Mm,
everything we should ensure, like timely removal of the wastages, timely supply of power, water, DG backup, everything we should ensure. Then
mm.
they will happily work and they will complete the task. So we
Oh.
should address their problem. We should ensure that they are comfortably staying in the accommodation and we
Mm-hmm.
should give them timely payment.
Mm,
And if we give some incentive, we can achieve.
mm. So you also provide enablers such as schooling facility for children, of the workers. I mean, how do you bring that? How does that work
Here,
here?
presently, here all men
Mm,
workmen are available. There are
mm-hmm.
no women workmen. So there are no kits are available. Workmen
Mm-hmm.
kits are not available here. Only men workmen are working here. They stay
Mm-hmm.
here. They'll complete this project. Then they move to other project. We do
Okay.
not have any women workmen time being.
Oh.
Workmen in the sense labor.
Huh,
Labor.
huh, huh. Okay. No, you talk about, you have about 50% and then you're aiming at 30%. Sorry, you said 50% women presence,
And
and many
women
of them are
employees.
employees.
Yeah, employees.
And
Employees.
then, okay. And you're also looking to reach 100%, right?
Yes, yes. So for
Okay.
women employees, yeah, in this campus, currently I am at Manapakam campus. Campus inside we have for kids,
Mm,
we have play home facilities are available.
mm,
Apart from that, as I already told, they can select the house and the company will make pay the rent to the owner. So that accommodation we are directly taking care of any bachelors who are coming here and working for them. We are giving accommodation. We are taking care of their all facilities like food, accommodation, transport, everything we take care.
for the women employees, you're saying. So how do you,
No,
how do
not
you,
only for women, even
uh,
men employees also we are providing the same facilities.
okay. Okay, so if you have to break down the percentage in different positions, Kanaka, if you can give us a percentage, because that will help us, help the audience here to understand, leadership position. What do you think? What is the percentage at at the moment, and at the, maybe the freshers and the mid-level and the early career stage? Can you give us a breakdown of that?
So, you mean that in my current project,
Ah,
what is the percentage of employees are
yes.
working?
Yeah.
Correct.
Not
Like
only the current
leadership.
project, but the employees. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So leadership level, wait, take 40 second. Leadership level 5 and some
Mm.
experienced level 25 versus 10, 30. Yes, sir.
No problem. Yes, no problem. No problem. Totally understand that. Completely
Yeah, yes,
understand.
yes.
Huh. So,
As I
yeah,
see, as I
you were
told
saying
you earlier,
something.
we have different departments. So 25% will be at a leadership level. Like I said, no, each person will be heading each department. 25% will be at a leadership level, and like in middle experience level, medium level,
Mm-hmm.
50% of employees are mm, like having lesser experience than the leader, and
Mm-hmm.
25% employees are like freshers, GTs.
Ah.
25% are freshers.
So I'm just going to move a little away from the percentage and the numbers and talk something else. So sometime back, Avatar conducted a research with GE. Of course, it was more on the manufacturing segment, but holds true in the allied industries too. So, which showed that the women professionals, they are willing to take on more responsibilities and are willing to play a larger role in the Make in India, right? So, given that, when we did a research, when we conducted the survey, we found out that more than half of the male employees in organizations, they felt the biggest discrimination faced by women in this particular sector was with respect to the regulations by the government, or with their work timing, or the biases, the the systemic exclusion that we talk about, or the non-conscious biases, or the attitudinal factors. But surprisingly, contrary actually to the contrary to what the men said, women actually felt it is not the attitudinal, but they also what they felt was the experiences which they had, which they had during the during high appraisal processes, which kind of hindered their career growth, right? And because men are unaware of the stereotyping, because men are not conscious about the biases around them, which resulted in loss of the engagement with employees. So I want you to reflect upon your journey, Kanaka, and talk a few incidents, and talk to us about those lived in experiences where you experienced these stereotypes that we say, that the stereotyping of women can't do this, women can't be in this sector, this is a male dominated sector. Give us those, if you can reflect upon your journey and talk to us more about what were those stereotypes and how did you overcome them.
Good
Long.
question. Yeah, so it was there maybe 5 6 years before. Presently, the situation is not there. Earlier,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
maybe 10 years before, as he told, before giving some role to a woman employee, including project head, they used to get afraid whether this particular girl she can handle or not. Women means they'll be having more responsibilities. They want to leave early. They may take leave. They will have so many other family problems. Will she handle? So let me give as a backup one more male staff with her. So then that will be compensated. Those parameters was there. Yeah, when I started my career at that time, they give to women only office oriented work. If I say they give where they can sit in front of computer and work and go, those kind of work has
Mm.
been given. Later, women started taking all site related works uh, like engineering, site engineering, some BBS, we have like
Mhm, mhm,
reinforcement engineer, quality engineers.
mhm.
Slowly, women started taking those profile, and
Uh-huh.
even site project head and management has started observing. they were really performing well, like the quality department, reinforcement department, site engineer. And even in my project, I have a female, even in plant and machinery department. So in all department, I have a female. Even safety, I have a female safety department. Earlier, only quality and reinforcement team and planning team, we were having women staff. So slowly, after seeing their involvement, responsibility, interest, we started giving all department women started working. The result of the same, today I am working as a project head in this project.
Kudos to you on that. So you said you have one person, one woman employee, even in functions like a plant and machinery, and traditionally where nobody imagined. So when you were hiring, was that a conscious decision to have one woman there? And when you were hiring, how did you ensure that there is this one woman employee comes in there? What were the challenges you faced in that hiring process?
Hiring process, generally we see their interest. If they are interested, immediately we take them.
Okay,
And
okay.
learning is definitely, if you have interest, you can learn very fast. The
Ah,
person, even if they don't know technically also, we do not have any problem. As I already told, HR gives too many trainings. They ensure that
ah.
that particular person is trained. He should have he or she should have interest to do that particular profile. They have interest, definitely we can succeed.
So again, just to kind of hold on to your thought there, you said a lot of trainings are provided to women employees when you join, right, at L&T. What are those trainings you're talking about? What typically what kind of
Training
interventions?
trainings, if you see, it varies. Generally, if we see GTs, new joinees, they
Okay.
give different kind of trainings, training like about L&T, how L&T operates, L&T policies, and
Mm-hmm.
EHS policy, safety policies.
Mm-hmm.
And once they come into the site, if they handle any particular finishes work, then from
Mm-hmm.
finishes, separate technical, subject-oriented training. And apart
Mm-hmm.
from that, at site, we will be giving stress management, risk management. We have
Mm-hmm.
senior staff at our company, and he is only giving training to all site employees. Like he understands how site they are working, and
Mm-hmm.
sometime due to work pressure, stress, all will be working with too many stress to achieve the target. Day night they will be working. So for that team, they will be giving stress management training, risk management training. There are too many trainings are there. Like depends on that team conditions, they will select and they will send our. We have one PK sir. They will be sending that particular sir to all over India to the particular site location. He sat there and he gives a training for a week. Sometimes depends on the requirement. Apart from that, we have L&T IPM. There also they select few employees who are bright, depends on their performance. They'll be trained in different courses. Even L&T allows employees to do higher studies like MBA, MTech, BTech, MRICS, and company spends money, invest money on the employees, and allows them to study. If they are interested, they can do their higher studies with a stipend. So there are so many things. HR system is supporting all the employees. We can parallelly upgrade our education qualification when we work in L&T, thanks to our management, and thanks to our MD and CEO, SM Subramanian sir.
So has this particular model that you're talking about, which is there in Chennai, has this been replicated elsewhere in other?
This particular, it will be done soon. Currently,
Uh-huh.
this is the first project. There are few more projects are in pipeline. It will be
Okay.
done soon. It will maybe
Okay.
different locations. They are
In
planning to start, but yet to be started.
other locations, you're saying other
Yes, other
wi-
locations.
within Tamil Nadu or across?
Across India, not only Tamil Nadu, across all over India.
Oh, okay. 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 That's you know what, you're part of that Make in India movement. I don't know if you're one unassuming and one person. I'm not even sure that you're aware that you're part of that one Make in India movement that everybody is talking about. Are you aware about it or no?
Yeah.
You're part of that. So it's incredibly. Again, I want to come back to your journey where you said you faced certain stereotypes where you were given only office desk jobs and,
Hmm.
initially. But how did you overcome that? I mean, you had to obviously go talk to somebody and say, no, please give me. Did you have to fight for something? I don't want to use fight as perhaps is a stronger word, but how did you overcome that bias that was existing in that system?
So here in L&T, as I told earlier, if a person is interested, definitely that XY person will be given the opportunity. So we are not required to fight. If we go and
No, no,
volunteer
fight, I
that,
meant to say, yeah. I mean, you had to kind of
yeah, understood.
claim that
If
position. Yeah. Hmm.
understood, understood. If we won't express our uh, uh, feelings, definitely they will consider and they give that particular. They just try to understand, are we really interesting? Then if we are really interesting and if we are really capable to handle that particular post, they will be giving that position, like that volunteering that took some time for all women team. Nowadays all women staff started asking, I will
Hmm.
independently handle this work, I can handle this work, I will do this. Nowadays lot of women staffs are voluntarily started asking the profile and they are performing very well. It comes over a period, by maturity it will come. If I say past 12 years I am with LNT, by our technical experience and maturity, we will have that confidence automatically that we can do this profile, let me do. And management is here to support us. And L&T is like one kind of university. Here we can learn. So many areas are there to develop ourselves in digital, in technical parameters, and we can even in my case, if you see, started my career as client billing. Then I learned costing and I was performing. When I joined L&T, I was not having any proper contractor experience. I was working with a different platform. I was not having this L&T contractor division experience. I was not having at all. I
Hmm.
got the opportunity. I made use of that opportunity properly. I started learning, and my colleague Colonel, they were very nice to support me. And slowly, we can learn a lot in L&T. It's like there is no end. L&T supports a lot who is having interest, and if they want to perform, we can. Opportunity will be given to the person who is interested, who is capable.
Great. So I just want to, talk about, I'm going to stay on to the training that you spoke about. So you spoke about a lot of training on stress management. You spoke about training on how to handle the particular pressure and upskilling and all of that. So coming to talk about, clearly there is allyship which is there among your colleagues there, but has is there a concerted effort by the organization to provide, to nurture that allyship, to nurture that culture of allyship? So at Avatar, there are these one array of training and workshops that we offer. One is called the non-conscious bias, where we talk about the systemic biases that are that exist in all of us, and how can we bust those biases? So I mean, it's just one basic thing is to be self aware. How do you become self aware so that you don't bring the non conscious biases to come into play? That is one. And we also have something called men as gender advocates, the allyship that you spoke about. So is there any concerted efforts for the men employees over there to remove those biases and kind of, I won't say eliminate, but reduce, minimize the biases? You think something like that is also happening formally?
So
But informally I can see it is happening, but formally.
here, as I told earlier, though it is men-dominated industry,
Mm,
all the men staffs are really supporting the women
mm,
team, and in fact, they also wanted women to get developed, grow,
mm,
and here that kind of situation in my team particularly, I have not seen. All are very supportive. And, it is not happening presently,
mm.
and all are very supportive. All men staff there is like. We are not facing that kind of situation.
Great. So, I told you that, we also have the Project Putri, wherein we work with girl children studying in corporation, government schools and corporation schools. So, is there a message that you want to give it out to them, because they're also part of the audience today, on how they can realize their dreams?
Yeah. See, girl children, as I told earlier, my mother was my inspiration. So definitely, like by this particular field or this particular career, girl children cannot sign nothing like that. If you really interested in any particular field, you can sign. It is up to you. You should have the self interest, and you can definitely develop in that particular career, whatever you want to study, like engineering, doctor, any field. If you want to go, if you have the self interest, definitely you will achieve. So you should have that self interest and consistency. So we should do the hard work towards our goal. Definitely you will achieve your goal. So first set your goal as per your interest and talent, then try to plan your travel accordingly.
Uh, uh, yeah, we have one question from the audience. So, what is your word of advice for women trying to make a mark in a male-dominated turf like manufacturing? And I would also like to know, what is the single most skill that you think is necessary for women to shine in this field?
So
Very
if you don't
interesting.
mind, that second line, can you please repeat some? I had some break. What is the
No
single?
problem. First question is, what is your word of advice for women who want to make a mark in a male-dominated industry like manufacturing? That is the first part of the question. The second part of the question is, she wants to know, what is the single most skill that you think is necessary for women to shine in this industry?
See, first I will answer to the second question.
Sure,
Single
sure.
most skill is confident. So you should have confident, and as self confident is more important to shine. So though if somebody comes and demotivates, or somebody gives negative feedback, we should have self confident on us. That is most skill which we need. If we believe on us only, we can shine and we can develop. That is the most skill what I feel. Apart from all other technical knowledge, we should have a self confident. First, we should believe on us. Then definitely we can achieve. So
I
now
hope
I'll go
you.
to first question.
Yes, please.
Uh,
Mm.
First question, she was asking, what is the,
What is
can you,
the one word of advice you will give to women who are trying to make a mark in a very male dominated industry like manufacturing?
mm, let us not think like women, men, we are different. We are actually equal. Why to differentiate? Definitely, nowadays women are there in all field. In the some pilot is there, uh, bus driver, everywhere. Women are there. Definitely, women can do. So let us not differentiate men, women like that. If we can do, we can. Let us not differentiate. First of all, men, women, we can do.
Okay, I this is another personal question I'm going to tread upon. So the person who asked, she's saying, thanks for answering that. Confidence is something that is hard to develop, but enduring skill. Yes. How do you maintain that? Um, you know, the work we at Avatar, we call it work-life integration. We don't say it's a balance, because when you're trying to strike a balance, then one thing goes up and then the other thing comes down. So we try to integrate. So how do you integrate your professional responsibility while being in a sector like this with your personal life?
Yeah, this is actually a very good question. In fact, I had a very tough time. Without our family support, definitely we cannot shine in this field. I would also thank to my mother, mother-in-law, and my husband, and to my kids who all have supported me to reach this level. Without their support, definitely I cannot achieve this. position. It is a bit difficult for being a woman to handle both work-life balance, but still we need to plan properly. If we plan, definitely we can balance both work and life. It's like most of the women employees already they may be doing, if they have small kids, they will be dropping them in play home or having a home made at home itself. And yet some office work we can plan which shall be managed at home, and parallelly we can see after finishing our all, after taking care of our kids, we can do some office works sitting at home, and we can do some office work. And at office hours, definitely some like civil industries, physical presence is more important. We cannot do any work
Absolutely.
from home here,
Absolutely.
so we have to be
I
here
know.
physically. In that
Yes.
case, definitely we are depending on some like homemade persons who can come and take care of our kids. And whenever we get time, we need to spend the time with our family members in between lunch. If we have our home or house nearby, even lunchtime, we can meet them and come. Some works we can balance. It is not like unique. It's like how to tell. Each person has different problems, so
To
they
each
need to
its
work out.
own.
Basically, they have to list out how they can, what all are the problem. First let them list out. They need to list out, then they need to find a way. So this problem I can put it and I can try like this way. So it's not like one single problem to give one single solution. Each woman has a different problem. Some women will be having small kids, some women will be having elder in-laws at home, some women will be having like travel will be the big problem. Maybe house is very far office location. So they need to work out according to their, definitely they will get a solution. They need to list out the problem and we need to work out.
I think you just gave a framework. First list down your problems, choose your battles. You can't fight every battle that comes your way. Choose the
Yes,
battles
yes,
wisely and go for it only when you know that there is an possible arrivable solution. Otherwise,
yes,
you can
yes.
leave the battle aside. That is a framework that you have given. Beautifully said. Quickly, we just have a couple of more minutes. I want to ask, touch upon this. Uh, this is more out of my own personal curiosity. So, did you have a maternity continuum? Meaning, did you take a break in between your career for motherhood and maternity, or you continued to work throughout?
I continued to work throughout. I did not take any break except that 3 months maternity leave. I was
Oh, okay.
continuously working. My special thanks to my husband once again. He was doing work from home. He was very supportive at that time. And I had my house very near to my project site. So lunchtime I was going to home and coming back. Record evening also I was going and coming back to this site. So that was the way I was managing. When my kids were very supportive, though they were even from childhood, they were very supportive. And it was sometime I had some tough time. At that time my mother came and she supported me. I requested my mom to stay with me. She has supported. It was like a mix of so without their elder support, definitely I am not here today. I should thank to my mother-in-law, husband, my kids, everybody. They have supported a lot. In fact, I did not take any break. I am continuously working.
That's really fabulous. In fact, one of the things that we talk about is career enablers. So, family enablers are irreplaceable. I mean, there is nothing that can beat family enablers. If you have a family that enables you to continue to work, continue to have your career, I think that's a bliss and blissful state to be in. On that note, I want to thank you, Kanaga, for taking time out today for the Diversity Mahotsav. And I must tell you, this is one of the most authentic and straight from the heart sessions or episodes that we have had so far. So, really, really thank you for being the authentic that you are. Any quick closing words from you?
Mm, First of all, thank you very much to our management for giving this opportunity, and thank you very much to my avatar. Uh, see, I was talking past 1 hour, we were interacting. It was really very nice and very interesting. I was thinking, oh my God, already 1 hour has got over. It was very interesting. And I did not know, even notice the time. My advice to all the women and men, whoever is listening, see, if we have a goal and if we have a interest, definitely we can achieve. That's all. Interest, self-confident, if we have, definitely, we should be clear what we want to be. Then towards that, if we have self-interest and self-confident, we can achieve. That's all I would like to say.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kanaka, for that. With that, we come to the close of today's session. So that was Kanaka Ambigai from who's the project manager at project head at Larsen and Turbo, oozing amazing amount of positivity and confidence in every word and every letter that she shared with us today. So, for that authentic self and confidence that you gave all of us, thank you so much, Kanaka. So, my dear audience, we come to a close of today's session. Wasn't that a very, very inspirational conversation? And I want to thank the audience for having been so wonderful and so participative. With this, we have come close to the 11th day of Diversity Mahotsav. Want to take a moment to thank our partners, our powered by partner Kellogg Brown and Root Engineering and Construction India Private Limited, our supporting partners Genesis and EPAM Systems India Private Limited, our outreach partner MCCI Madras Chamber of Commerce and Industries. My dear participants, our social media hashtags are hashtag diversity mahotsav, hashtag celebrating diversity. We request you to post your experiences at Diversity Mahotsav on your social media handles using our hashtags. Please remember, Diversity Mahotsav is between December 1 to 22nd, only on weekdays between 4 and 5 p.m. As we draw close to the day, I'm going to request you all to take a couple of minutes and provide your feedback on today's session. I request my team to pull up the feedback. Thank you so much. So we have quick questions on how would you rate today's session on a scale of 1 to 5, and 1 being the minimum and 5 being the maximum. And how would you rate our speaker session? And is there anything else that you wish the session covered in today's topic? And if you would like to suggest a topic that you wish to hear from us in the next few days, please do give your suggestion in the text box. If we don't use any of your topics this year, we sure will use them in our 4th edition of Diversity Mahotsav. And before you sign off, what is your biggest takeaway from today's session? And dear participants, we have another very exciting day tomorrow. We will have with us, okay, let me wait for the feedback. Thank you. So we have a very exciting day tomorrow. We are going to have Mr. Bhanu Kumar, who is the VP for ESG services, ESG and information services at Avatar Group, and delivering a workshop on analytics as a career choice. My dear participants, please do visit myavatar.com to explore various opportunities, career opportunities, and other activities that celebrate you, that celebrate diversity. And if you're one of those who have still not registered at myavatar.com, do log on and register now, because once you register, you will be able to browse through a variety of jobs that might suit your skill sets, and you will be able to read a lot of articles of your interest. And not only that, there are upskilling options available for you through various programs and webinars that are being conducted exclusively for you. So let's meet once again tomorrow at the 12th day of Diversity Mahotsav. Till then, it is me, Lakshmi Vijay Kumar, signing off. Take care and stay safe. Thank you, Kanaka.